This review is surprisingly on time. Don't you guys agree? Minus a week, but still on the same day. Aren't you guys impressed? On the first page, Orochi is getting informed about what is happening in Wano, but he doesn't seem to care that much. And I don't blame him. Why act like a king of a country when you can act like an emo teenager who got his heart broken? I don't know why Oda is still insisting in this love/tragedy. I really hope it is part of some sort of setup and he will reap the benefit later on in the story. Because as things stand, the only thing that I'm getting from this is how pathetic Orochi's character is. Oda did reveal who the witching hour boy is. So he is Yasu, the father of Toko. He used to be one of the lords who did support Oden, so that's why he was hiding all this time. In fact, Orochi did think that he was dead. I thought that the witching hour boy will play a more important role in this arc, but it seems that Oda has other plans. So he's going to use Yasu to gather his people and join the alliance, which is good. But this is not the first time in this arc that someone who could be a potential ally for the alliance is either old or too young or a weirdo. We are yet to see someone in Wano that you can tell just by appearance that they are a legend. I hope that Kamabatsu is that type of character, and that's why Oda has still not revealed how he looks. His father probably is Goldie Roger. So Roger did more than sightseeing in Wano. I'm just kidding, by the way. But can you imagine if that were to be true? If that happens, then I will delete my channel. Anyway, when Queen hears the news of Komurasaki's death, he starts to cry. I did not know that he also cares that much for Komurasaki. Oh no, now we have a triangle in this love story that no one did ask. I hope they will never find out that she is alive. It was funny when Luffy calls Queen a balloon, while he himself looks like a balloon. Queen should have said, "Look who he's talking, you balloon wannabe." Wait, I just solved Luffy's problems with Gear 4. Instead of inflating his body and using Haki to control it, he could just gain weight, and that way all his problems are gone. He should call it Gear 4 Real Form. Luffy did gain that weight because he did eat the food that was meant for Queen. And you see two people there talking about what should they do. They cannot tell Queen that his food is gone because it seems that food is everything for him, just like Big Mom. This is getting really weird, and I'm really worried about Oda. Story-wise, makes no sense whatsoever to pay attention this much to food. The only explanation I have is that Oda is starving while he's writing the story, and without him realizing his real-life problems are converging with the story. Whatever the case might be, one thing is for sure, that his staff is a bunch of useless morons. If Oda is starving, then just remind him to eat. If not, then do your job and tell him that this is not something that you put in the story. This is a story about pirates and not food. Seriously, what is next besides food? Maybe next we will see a character that is obsessed with breathing air. Anyway, Hold'em has started a fire at the place where Ashura and his men are using as a hideout. And Kinemon says that this is a good thing because this would mean that he has no choice but to fight Kaido's forces. When Kinemon said to Ashura that you know what type of a man I am, I will make you join the alliance no matter what, when I read that I did get excited to see what will Kinemon do. But it seems that he will do nothing. Hold'em did the job for him. And then we go to the main event. Hiyori is sleeping with Zoro. At this point you got to feel bad for Sanji. Everything that Sanji dreams is happening to Zoro. I wonder, did Sanji do something to Oda? They don't seem to be in good terms. Knowing that Sanji is a pervert, who knows what he did? When they did wake up and Hiyori says to Zoro, "Did you enjoy that?" that shocked me for two reasons. This is a shonen manga, so this is really weird. And did she really work as a prostitute? Because up until this point I did not think that to be the case. So that's why I did check another translation and it looked even worse. And then I did check another translation and I think this translation is the correct one. She said, "But everyone gets bestowed by the thought of sleeping next to me. Was that exciting for you?" So that never did happen to her before. Brooke tells them what is going on, and as soon as Toko finds out that her father will be executed, she starts to run. That panel where you see her outside the house running is really amazing. This is my favorite panel in this chapter. The way Oda has drawn her and shown her emotions in that panel is amazing. You really feel bad for Toko. She seems to love her father a lot, even though he sold her. But now, what can she do? She will not be able to save him. That's why this panel did hit me hard when I saw it. And lastly, we see Yasu crucified. He's about to be executed, and he says that he has 2 things to apologize to the people there and 1 thing to say to Orochi. I think he will apologize to the people there for failing to protect the country from outside enemies like Kaido and inside like Orochi. And then he will remind Orochi about the prophecy of Toki, and that he will be taken down. If after saying that he will be executed, that would be quite epic. Roger and Whitebeard had epic last words before they did die. But it is more likely that someone will save him. Maybe Zoro will arrive on time, or someone else from Wano will intervene. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.